But nobody here tell me why I get emotional. Why you talk like that? This my son. You can do that. You don't know what I'm going to feel. I want my exactly.
Know full well, if you've been here since 1977, this is not the same company that it used to be. Okay? You cannot come in here and threaten us to close the doors. You know.
And that's based on the economy.
How much money you make an hour, Rojas?
I only make 19 an hour.
I make $26.69 an hour.
What up, guys? Welcome to the channel. You just seen and heard actual footage from some of these YRC freight meetings that have been going on at different terminals throughout the country. There's a plethora of videos out there just circulating on the internet. I'm sure if you're in the trucking community, you've probably seen one or two of them yourself. I've seen a bunch of them at this point. And to be honest with you, it's very sad and very unfortunate to see what's been playing out over there at YRC Freight. You know, it's disheartening. You really have to sympathize with what these employees are going through at this very moment. I mean, you have employees that have been with this company for decades, and now they're concerned about losing their pensions. They have a lot of different concerns, right? Losing their jobs, losing benefits, all these sorts of things that a lot of these employees have so much time invested into this company. And just to think that all that can be potentially lost is just, you know, it's just unfortunate. You know, I was reading an article yesterday that the New York Associated Press released, and they talked about Yellow reportedly in the process of filing bankruptcy. And just to see a company that size, 30,000 employees, could potentially lose their jobs. I've seen guys in the comments, not just on my channel, but on different channels. You know, some of those YRC Freight employees have already, you know, left YRC and went to work for other companies. You have some of the older guys at YRC. Obviously, they have a lot more invested, so they're probably, you know, sticking around as long as they can to see what transpires. But at this moment, it definitely seems like the writing is on the wall for YRC Freight. You know, I pray that everything works out for definitely the employees, but looking at how everything is unfolding right now, it seems to be very unlikely that they'll come to some sort of an agreement. You know, you had Sean O'Brien, the president of Teamsters, release a video recently to basically set the record straight. He felt like Yellow was trying to place blame on Teamsters. And Sean O'Brien was like, look, it's not our fault that you guys are in the situation that you're in. It's due to poor management. Sean O'Brien stated that, you know, the company received $700 million in bailout money from the federal government, and they wasted that money. He also stated since 2010, Teamsters have given Yellow billions of dollars in wage and pension concessions, and Yellow's wages are still far below standard, according to Sean O'Brien. And he's just saying, look, enough is enough. We can't keep bailing you guys out when you find yourselves in this type of situation. And he also stated how the CEO pocketed, you know, over $1 million. He feels like at some point you just have to cut your losses, and you have to let a company that's being managed poorly fail. It's just really sad, man, to hear these employees, you know, during those meetings just talk about how much time they invested in the company, and, you know, how they fail to lose everything that they've worked so hard to accumulate. over the years, particularly some of the older employees. And you know, when you're an older employee, if I heard some of the guys saying they were in their 60s, 70s, working for this company, to try to start over at that point, at that age, can be difficult, to say the least. But I really hope that those employees make it through this. And even if Yellow goes under, I hope that they can rebound and find another opportunity to where they can land back on their feet. There's definitely going to be a lot of LTL companies receiving a ton of applications from YRC Freight employees. I'm pretty sure they're already getting those applications in. Your ABFs, your Estes, your Saya, your FedEx, who else? Your Southeastern Freight Lines, who else? R&L carriers. Some of those guys, a lot of those guys aren't just applying to LTL companies. I heard one guy in particular saying that he's open to doing food service. He said he's young enough, and if all else fails, he can go to food service and make good money. So, that's definitely probably not going to be an option for some of the older guys out there. But if you're young and you don't mind touching freight, food service is definitely an option. But there are so many other trucking jobs out there. So I'm confident that those guys, the majority of them, will land on their feet if they continue to still want to pursue, this trucking path. I think there's still opportunities out there for those guys to put themselves in a good situation. So I definitely wouldn't lose hope. I would stay positive throughout this whole ordeal. And if you feel like, look, the writing's on the wall, this appears to be the end, it's up to you guys to make the necessary steps going forward and figure out what's best for you. Shout out to all the YRC Freight employees. I hope you guys get through this, regardless of what happens with Yellow. I hope you land on your feet and, find yourselves in a better situation, regardless of what happens with Yellow. All right. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation, if you've been following it. If you are clueless to what's going on, there are a lot of videos on YouTube right now where you can just put it in the search box and you can find it and get up to speed to what's going on with this whole situation with the YRC. All right. Let me know what you guys think. Look, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, guys. Until the next video, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.